Right, so hi everyone. So now we are moving into Unit 4 and let's look at what we are going to learn in Unit 4. Right, so Unit 4, first of all, we're going to talk about story examples. So when we talk, speakers will always use supporting details to support their main points. Of course, that is very basic. So when we talk, it is advised that we talk in sections, meaning that when we talk, just think like we are writing an essay, for example. When we talk, we need to have our own introduction, and then when we talk, we need to divide our points into different parts, just like writing an essay. For example, when we write an essay, we put the main points into different paragraphs, and these paragraphs will be divided into sections. And the same thing is when we talking about giving a speech. It is advisable that you go from the introduction moving into the first main point, second main point, third main point, and finally the conclusion. So when we talk about giving main points and then we talk about supporting details, one of the ways for us to support our point is by providing story as an example. So when we would like to illustrate our main point, to support our main point, one of the ways for us to do this is by giving a story example. So simple. Story example is when we support our main point with a story. And there is one particular pattern that is suggested for you to follow, which is state the main point, use a signal to begin a story, and then you tell the story, and then you restate the main point. For example, let's say that your main point is going to school by motorcycle is a dangerous way. So that is your main point. You would like to tell people that going to school by motorcycle is dangerous. So let's use the story example and let's use the pattern that we already stated here. Let's begin. So first is to state the main point. In my opinion, going to school by motorcycle is very dangerous. And then use a signal to begin a story. I have a story to share. So that I have a story to share is actually the signal that you are going to tell a story. Last week, my own brother ride his motorcycle to school, and unfortunately he got into accident and he need to be hospitalized for 2 weeks. So that is the story. And then after that you restate the main point. This is because, in my opinion, going to school by motorcycle is very dangerous. So you remember, you state the main point first, you give a signal, you tell the story, and after that you restate the main point. You state the main point. In my opinion, going to school by motorcycle is very dangerous. And you use a signal to begin a story. I have a story to share. And you tell the story. My own brother got into accident last week because of riding motorcycle. And finally, you restate the main point. And this is why I think that going to school by motorcycle is very dangerous. So that is one particular pattern that you can use when you would like to use stories as examples, as supporting details in your speech. Right, so enough talking about story example. Now let's talk about giving reasons. Giving reasons is when explaining ideas, it is important to tell not only what happened, but also why, the reasons. There are many words and phrases that you can use to give reasons, and these are some of the common ones. For example, the first one is because and so. So, for example, I was hungry, so I bought some food. I was hungry happened first, and it is the reason for buying some food. But when we talk about because, it is the other way around. I bought some food because I was hungry. So I bought some food happened after feeling hungry, and it is the result actually for feeling hungry. Due to, this phrase is used to modify the nouns. In other words, due to is used to present the reason for a noun. The project's failure is due to the lack of preparations. Based on the statement, that particular statement, the phrase due to has been used to present the reason for the project's failure. Right, and the last one is in order to. One of the function of in order to is to express purpose by using the formulas action plus in order to plus purpose. We will save money in order to buy a new car. So when we would like to create negative using order to, we use in order not to. She is studying so hard in order not to fail in the subject. Alright, so look at where you need to know which one happened first. For example, in order to, we will save money in order to buy a new car. So save money comes first, and then after that buy a new car. Right, so that's all for unit 3. That's all for unit 4. Thank you everyone.